Live from WRAL News Headquarters in Raleigh, your number one source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
Breaking news, a Raleigh police cruiser was hit head-on this morning. How the officer is doing after that crash.
And yes, we did have a band of snow that moved across North Carolina last night, bringing some flurries to parts of our viewing area. I'll show you what we saw and how cold it will feel as you step out the door.
Honoring veterans. This is a live look at NC State this morning as the annual Veterans Run gets underway. How people across our area are honoring those who served today. Good morning, everyone. It is 6 o'clock on your Tuesday morning, and we want to wish all the veterans out there watching right now a happy Veterans Day. We are so grateful for your service and sacrifice today and always. I'm Renee Chu.
I'm Chris Lemmiga. It is not lost on us that we get to do what we do and enjoy the life we have because of people like you. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather situation today. The next weather maker, in fact, Elizabeth's been tracking that.
Yeah, we do have that band of snow that moved across our area overnight last night. We do have a lot of pictures to share with you. Keep them coming. Go to WRAL.com/reported and send us pictures if you actually saw a dusting of snow. It seems that more people in the eastern part of our viewing area had a dusting compared to the western part, which is interesting to see. But 30 in Roxborough, 31 Fayetteville, 32 in Goldsboro. Right now, Rocky Mount and Wilson are sitting at 33, the only spot where we are just 1 degree above freezing. Freeze warning, of course, lasts until about 9 o'clock this morning. 28 in Henderson, it's 33 in Rocky Mount, 32 in Goldsboro, 28 in Siler City, 29 in Southern Pines and Rayford, 32 in Goldsboro and in Clinton. So very cold start, the coldest in about 8 months. Wind chill is feeling mostly like low to mid 20s. It does feel like 27 in Roxborough, 26 in Clinton, but 22 right now in the Triangle. The wind will continue to kick up through the afternoon. So even at lunchtime, the wind chill is at 35 and it will feel like low 40s for this afternoon. Winds are gusting right now up to 21 in Rocky Mount and 16 in South Hill. And it's a pretty start this morning. Our skies are clear after that band of snow showers rolled through. 31 right now in the Triangle, and that's a live look, of course, at Pittsboro. Our temperatures today stay chilly for Veterans Day. We'll see a high of only 46, Ken.
All right, Elizabeth, that's 6:02 happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. The good news is we're not seeing any adverse issues on the roadways as a result of the cold weather. Here's I-40 and Aviation Parkway. The lanes moving away from us coming into the Raleigh-Wake County area, and that's what we're seeing on all of our major routes this morning. Very little to no delays. You just have a 1-minute delay coming in from Wake Forest this morning. You're getting ready to head into the car, though. Tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
Ken, thank you. Breaking news this morning, Raleigh police are investigating after one of their squad cars was involved in a head-on crash on New Hope Road. Ali Kadlabar was there in the WRAL Breaking News Tracker.
And Raleigh police tell me it was a miracle that no one got hurt because that car was driving the wrong way here on New Hope Road when it hit a Raleigh police cruiser head on. Listen to this police radio traffic of the officer in that car calling dispatch moments after it happened.
I'm on New Hope Road just past Pool. I just got hit by a head-on driver.
This is video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker. You can see that damage. Heavy damage to the front of that Raleigh police cruiser, and then the front of that car just destroyed. Raleigh police say the car was going the wrong way down New Hope Road. This is near Pool Road. It then crashed head-on into a Raleigh squad car. Now, we did ask if the driver of that car was taken into custody. Police say that the crash is still under investigation. We're asking police what led up to this crash and if the driver is facing any charges. Reporting in Raleigh, Ali Kadlabar, WRAL News.
All right, well, people are waking up to winter-like temperatures on this November morning. Kind of feels like February. WRAL's Laura Levine is live in Raleigh this morning. And Laura, people need to be prepared for this as they're stepping out their doors.
They do. Good morning, Chris, as well as checking those car tires. Right now, we're live here at this Exxon off of Western Boulevard, where we will likely see some people stopping by to fill their tires up here. We know that for every 10 degrees we drop, that's 1 PSI that your tire pressure drops as well. I know my low pressure light came on as well this morning. So this is the coldest morning in our area since March. Take a look at some of these viewer photos that came in overnight through our reported. This is a look at snow flurries in Sanford sticking to a car windshield. wind chill there. And then we also have a look at flurries falling in Lumberton overnight. It's the coldest Veterans Day morning since 1996, and temperatures have dropped nearly 50 degrees since Sunday afternoon. We're starting our morning here in the low 30s with this nice breeze. It feels even colder. So, of course, we'll continue to track the conditions here throughout the day. Laura Levine, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
And you can track the temperatures as well and get weather alerts in the WRAL weather app. It's been redesigned and it's free to download.
We are trying to learn more about two bad crashes in Nash County. The first one happened on I-95 near North Halifax Road. These are some pictures sent to us from a viewer, and you can see debris all over the road and what appears to be damage to a tractor trailer. Another crash briefly shut down Highway 301. One person was sent to the hospital. We are still trying to find out what caused these crashes and if anyone else was hurt.
Part of Capitol Boulevard is back open this morning after strong winds knocked down power lines overnight. And what you're seeing here is what it looked like near Burlington Mills Road in Wake Forest just before 11 p.m. Police were forced to shut down the intersection while teams were making repairs. And the down lines did knock out power for as many as 350 customers, but it has since been restored.
Let's give you a live look at Capitol Hill this morning after a crucial vote happened last night to end the shutdown. The Senate passed its short-term spending bill, sending it to the House now for a vote. The bipartisan bill passed 60-40. 8 Democrats voted in favor of the bill. Senator Rand Paul was the only Republican who voted against it. A vote on the bill in the House could come as early as tomorrow. It would fund the government through the end of January. We are now entering day 42 of the government shutdown, the longest in history.
And because of the government shutdown, we've been seeing a lot of airport delays and cancellations over the past week or so. Take a look at this. This is FlightAware right now. 540 delays, 1,159 cancellations. That has ticked up just a tad in the past hour or so. And as the morning goes on, I imagine that will get even higher. The delays right now at RDU 4, cancellations stand at 12. That has not changed since I last saw you. But delays at Hartsfield-Jackson, 25, 114 cancellations there. Other airports across the country in New York and the New York City area, 19 delays at LaGuardia, 98 cancellations. Other airports we're also seeing delays at are in the Midwest. But of course, they had that pretty big snowstorm, so that could also be contributing to the delays and cancellations there. We're going to keep an eye on the numbers here in the Live Center.
It's Veterans Day, which is a chance to honor the men and women who served our country. And that's exactly what's happening right now at NC State. There's an annual tradition that's getting started. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey is live at the Bell Tower this morning. And Kelsey, runners are braving the cold for this year's Veterans Day run.
Yes, Chris, and they just crossed the start line about 7 minutes ago at 6 o'clock. We'll give you a live look now at the Bell Tower. We know that those runners should be coming back here in about 45 minutes for a special ceremony. So you can see here that they have some setup, the bagpipes going early this morning. Now, you just heard in the forecast that the feel-like temperatures today are in the 20s. So this marks the coldest Veterans Day morning in about 30 years. Ideal running weather is between 40 and 60 degrees, so we are well below that this morning. We'll show you some video from last year's Veterans Day run. Those runners were dressed much different than they are this year in shorts and T-shirts, you can see there. So that ceremony will happen immediately after the run this morning to mark NC State's military history and honor the service of students, staff, faculty, and alumni veterans. We caught up with one of the veterans who's running today.
I'm running for my brothers in arms. I'm running today because of the proud legacy of the men and women who have served this nation to give us the freedoms that we enjoy today, to send our kids to school, to come out and assemble at events like this, and to persevere even in trials and hardships in our nation.
And that was Bob Burton there. He says that he is from New York, so he is not afraid of this cold weather. He said his fingers were just a little bit cold, but he should be just fine today. So we'll be sure to catch up with all of those runners after they finish this morning. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
We salute those runners braving the cold this morning. People across our area are honoring the men and women who've served our country. Orange County will be hosting its ceremony later this morning. And due to the weather, the event will be inside the Southern Human Services Center on Homestead Road in Chapel Hill. That will start at 11 a.m. It is open to the public.
Also happening today, Renee, UNC will unveil a tribute to all former football players and coaches who served in the military. The Honoring Our Military wall will be inside the Keenan Football Center Hall of Honor. It'll post the names, the branches, and years of service for 61 people. 2 current staff members served in the Navy and will be included in that tribute. Just so you know, we do have a full list of events happening in our area and a breakdown of the different deals and the discounts available to veterans. It's on our website, WRAL.com. Just search Veterans Day.
This morning, Raleigh police are looking for whoever is responsible for vandalizing Athens Drive High School. This video shows you the damage found early yesterday morning. School leaders say this happened around 1 or 2 a.m. yesterday. They found windows shattered, vents broken, and buses were targeted as well. People nearby say it doesn't matter if the person responsible is a student. They would just want them to come forward and face consequences.
Everybody should be held accountable for their actions. It don't matter how old you are, how young you are. You shouldn't be, like I said, touch people's stuff. So I feel like they should get held accountable.
The principal at Athens Drive High is encouraging parents to talk to students. They also ask any students with information to come forward. It is 6:10 on your Tuesday morning. Botulism cases rising. A growing number of states are being affected by a baby formula recall. How North Carolina may be joining that list.
And possible tuition hike. Some Triangle colleges could see higher costs for new students next fall. Just how much more you could be paying.
And yep, the coldest morning so far this season. Our temperatures have dropped down to and below freezing in most places, but I'll show you why our temperatures are likely to warm up pretty fast in the next few days.
And here, look at your Powerball numbers: 628, 44, 48, 58. The Powerball is 23 and the multiplier is 2.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
6:14. It is cold and clear in downtown Durham right now, looking absolutely beautiful as you step out. But of course, it's cold. 31 in Cary and Garner, 32 in Goldsboro, 31 in Durham, 30 degrees in Holly Springs. And with the wind chill, it feels mostly like mid-20s heading out the door. This guy, I love it. He's got his sweater on. He's all prepared for his walk this morning in the cold. Dog walking forecast, even at 9 a.m., we're still sitting very close to freezing. At lunchtime, 42, and we climb into the mid-40s for this afternoon. I'll show you what changes with our weather pattern to bring some warmer temperatures back. Coming up, Ken.
Hi, Elizabeth, on this cold morning, many of you getting ready for your morning commute. 3 things to know. That sun glare, boy, particularly if you're on those eastbound routes. Also, we'll continue to check those airport delays at RD International, and you might be experiencing some light tire pressure because of the cold temperatures after the warm temperatures we had over the weekend. But we're not seeing any issues on any of our major routes as we look live at I-87 Smithfield Road. Those are the southbound lanes coming into the Raleigh-Wake County area, and that's what we're seeing. Very little to no delays. This crash just happened within the last few seconds or so. I'll let you know if that will continue to affect your morning commute.
So we were telling you about that baby formula recall yesterday. Well, now North Carolina may be a part of it. The suspected botulism case in our state is in addition to 13 confirmed cases across 10 other states. The infected infants are ages 2 weeks to 5 months, but no deaths have been reported. Tests found the germs that cause botulism in baby formula by the brand ByHeart, and the company voluntarily recalled 2 lots of the powdered product. The affected cans have a use-by date of December 1st, 2026. And we have more information about the recalled products and other recent recalls. Just go to our website, WRAL.com, and search the word recall.
As we approach the end of the year, WRAL will help you get your tax questions answered. 5 on Your Side is partnering with the North Carolina Society of Enrolled Agents to answer your tax planning questions for free. Tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m., you can speak with a tax professional about your questions or issues. Tax Pros on Call will answer your calls, and we'll have that phone number for you closer to the event.
And Cumberland County School District staff members are getting a pay bump there. The Board of Education approved a new pay supplement plan, and that means every eligible teacher will see at least a $1,000 raise. The more experience you have, the higher the raise.
NC State and UNC are proposing a raise in tuition. UNC's Board of Trustees will consider increasing tuition by 3% for in-state students. Out-of-state students would see a 10% increase. That's the highest increase allowed under state law. This would begin with the incoming 2026 class. If approved, there would also be a 7% increase in fees for dorms.
There's no legal action against a Texas summer camp because of those deadly floods over the summer. 9 families are suing Camp Mystic in Kerr County. Back on July 4th, Central Texas was hit with devastating floods. 25 Camp Mystic campers were killed along with 2 counselors, and 3 different lawsuits are now accusing the camp of gross negligence. In one of them, the camp is accused of not following state rules requiring evacuation plans. Last month, an attorney for the camp noted 166 girls were safely evacuated. Each lawsuit is seeking $1 million in damages.
Winter weather farther up north is creating dangerous situations on the roads. Images from Indiana show a massive pileup crash early yesterday morning. These photos are from Dubois County. The sheriff's department says at least 13 cars were involved. That road was closed for 2 hours. It's unclear if there were any serious injuries, but look at that. Car on top of cars. Ice and snow believed to be the cause of several crashes in that part of the country. Cold weather in our area is triggering white flag nights in Wake County. Warming shelters opened up last night. They are expected to be open tonight as well. The men's shelter is located at Church of the Good Shepherd. The women's shelter is at First Baptist Church. And families, those with kids, can go to the Salvation Army on Capitol Boulevard.
All right. Obviously, we have to talk about the serious part of this cold snap, but the fun parts too there, Elizabeth. Look at here, Boone. I know you're loving this. You love the mountains and you love the snow.
I do. It looks so beautiful, doesn't it? They got a nice dusting there. Some of the higher elevations seeing even more snow. Just a little dusting here in Jefferson, which is a little bit to the north and east of Boone, and then another view of Fosco, which is actually just west of Boone. A little bit higher up, you can see some snow. Looks like some of that is on the roads. Cataloochee Ski Resort, which is west of Asheville, a little farther south from here, advertise that they're going to open for the season starting tomorrow. They may not be open for too long because we do have more warm air in the forecast. But this morning, definitely widespread freezing temperatures, gusty winds this afternoon. Even right now, I should say, we're seeing some gusts up to 15 to 20 miles per hour, up to 25 this afternoon, and another chance of frost tomorrow morning. Will likely dip back down to near freezing. Yes, we did have that band of snow move right across our viewing area overnight last night, mainly around, say, 1 to 3 a.m. And we did have a few areas with a dusting of snow. Most of it was east of the triangle that saw a dusting. We had some flurries fall, but no accumulation except for in the east. Chris Hale from northeastern Edgecombe County sent us this little dusting on his deck and table. So that's awesome. Keep sending us the photos. Go to WRAL.com/report it. It is very socked in both Beach Mountain and Winter Place. Those are both ski resorts, and they are blowing snow like crazy, so it's kind of hard to see what's happening there. But Boone continues to look pretty icy there right through downtown. There are a few tracks in the snow, but definitely just a little bit of light accumulation. And Sugar Mountain also looking a bit on the snowy side. For us, our temperatures are at or below freezing everywhere except Rocky Mountain, Wilson sitting at 33. Our wind chill is mostly in the low to mid 20s. It feels like 24 in Southern Pines and 24 in Rocky Mount, 22 in the Triangle. This is a look at our wind chill, 35 at lunchtime, and it will feel like low 40s for this afternoon. Right now, our winds are out of the northwest, about 5 to 10, gusting to around 20 there in Rocky Mount, and it will remain gusty for this afternoon. And then tomorrow, even windier. Because of that, we do have high fire danger for today, and that's likely for tomorrow as well. Look at how much we warm up from 46 today to 62 tomorrow. I'll show you why we could reach 70s again over the weekend, Ken.
Wow, incredible. Hey, listen, even with these cold temperatures, we're not seeing any issues on our major routes. This is I-440 New Bern Avenue. These are the eastbound lanes down at the bottom, the westbound lanes moving away from us. That's actually Yonkers Road off in the distance. But again, we're not seeing any delays on any of our major routes. As we widen out the view for that northern loop of the Beltline, nothing but green showing up on our live traffic map this morning, which is really good news. And that's what we're seeing in all the major routes coming into the Raleigh-Wake County area. No delays whatsoever. You're getting ready to head into the car. Tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
Ken, thank you. Veterans Day deals. 5 on Your Side has a closer look at the specials for the people who served our country.
And call it a dramatic rescue. A man is sharing his experience after the Coast Guard saved him off the North Carolina coast. What he's saying about the moments leading up to that rescue.
If you see breaking news, have a story tip, or take video or pictures of the weather where you are, please report it to us. We'd love seeing the video and pictures you sent us of the snow flurries overnight. Go to WRAL.com/report it to send that video, pictures, or tip to our news team.
All right, so we're hearing from a man saved off the coast of North Carolina last week. This started when a boat hundreds of miles off Cape Hatteras started taking on water. The men aboard that ship, well, they had to abandon it. That's when the Coast Guard came in. One of the men on board said leaving that boat was the worst loss of his life.
Boom, you're free, and there's no like, oh, I changed my mind. The boat starts drifting away, and that's that.
The team was on their way to the Bahamas from New England, and all 5 people aboard were flown to safety.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
A local voice on The Voice and a piece of movie history for sale.
Yeah, we got Ken Smith here now to talk about that and what's trending.
Yeah, let's start with The Voice that is right here on WRAL, a North Carolina native advancing in that competition.
She's not just along for the ride.
Yeah, that is Rob Cole from Team Buble. He's from Pembroke County, and he won his knockout round last night against Marty O'Reilly. He sang Wondering Why by the Red Clay Strays.
Always cool to see local talent on the national stage, right? He's headed to the playoff rounds. This is not his first go-around on The Voice, by the way. He also auditioned in season 25.
Very cool.
We'll be rooting for him. Well, yes. How about this? A piece of movie history going up for auction. We're talking about the iconic Wicked Witch hat from The Wizard of Oz. The hat was worn by actress Margaret Hamilton in the 1939 classic film. The starting bid, $100,000.
Yeah, and that auction, it'll happen on December 9th and 10th. And other things are being auctioned, including one of the slippers worn by Judy Garland.
Ah, those slippers.
Very cool.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, your time right now is 6:26. Police car crash. A Raleigh squad car was hit head on this morning. How the officer and the other driver are doing as police try to figure out what happened.
And honoring veterans. People are taking part in the annual Veterans Run at NC State. How the Triangle is honoring our nation's heroes today.
And the coldest morning that we've seen in 8 months. Temperatures feeling like right around 20 this morning and mid-30s at lunchtime. I'll show you how breezy it will stay through the afternoon coming up.